Okay, this assignment can be a nightmare if you don't know kind of what you're doing on the problem. Okay, I'll do my best to explain it. It's kind of the last thing. Find the three angle measurements and the three side measurements of the triangle. Now you have this down here. I'm going to write it for myself. Sides and angles. Okay, and you've got this all drawn out for you. I'm just doing it myself. And then O, A, and H. Okay. Now I got to know what the sides are the hard part. The angles is easy. Okay, it's those sides. Okay, so you got to know how long the side O is, A is, and H is. So I got to know what side's what. I got to label them. So across from your right angle here, that's your H. And that has an 18 with it, so I'm going to put 18 outside with it. Okay, now you don't see the little circle. You don't see the theta symbol. But what you have inside the triangle, inside of it, is a number 41 degrees. So I'm going to use that to find my opposite. And then after that, I'm going to write a ginormous 41 degrees right there. I would do that because you're going to use that. And I don't know how long that side O was, so don't put anything there. And then the third side's A, and I don't know how long that, I don't have a number outside on that side either. Okay, so I don't know how long A is. So this time I don't know two sides. So if I don't know two sides, that A squared, O squared, H squared stuff's not going to work. You have to know two of the sides for that to be of use. So here's how I find the two sides I don't know. I take the side I do know, H, and just write that in these squares here. And what I'm going to do is put dash, dash, and I'm going to team that up with each of these two, O and A. You can also do A and O. It doesn't matter the order you do it. And now what I do is I write a sine, cosine, or tangent formula. It depends on what the letters are. H and O. Well, H and O is sine. So I write sine, and after that I put parentheses theta equals, and just put O over H. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do to solve it. I scribble out the theta sign and put 41, because 41's taking the place of theta. O, I look down here, I don't know it, so that's going to be X. H, I look down here, I know that one, that's 18. So it's X over 18. Now I'm going to underline the sine 41 and put a 1 underneath it. Okay? So here's my X, so I want to circle the other diagonal, and I'm going to write sine 41 times 18. And then I will divide it by 1. Okay? So sine 41, close the parentheses, times 18 divided by 1. And I got 11.81 or 80. I don't really care if it's not rounded correctly. Okay, and that was the O. So I know O is 11.81 feet or inches or whatever. Now I know how long that is. Okay, now H and A. H and A would not be the sine formula. H and A is the cosine formula. So I put cos, parentheses, and I put my theta symbol to begin with, over 1 equals A over H. Okay, so I know my theta is replaced with the degrees. And then A, well, I don't know A, so that's X. And H, well, I do know H, so that's 18. And now I can cross multiply and divide. So here's my X, so I multiply this way. Cos 41 times 18 divided by 1. And that gives me 13.58. So I know this is 13.58 units long, feet or inches or whatever. Now, that's the hard work. The angles are easy. Look inside the triangle, inside of it. Well, I had a 41 inside. That's 41 degrees. I also have that square inside, which means 90 degrees. And to find the other angle, it's really easy. You know that any triangle has 180 degrees inside of it. So to find this, I just minus 41 and minus 90. $49. Okay. Next one. I'm going to do 6 of these bad boys, or 5 more of these bad boys. Okay, so you already have this down here. I'm just writing it for myself. And okay, now let's see what we know about the sides. I got to know what's what. Here's my right angle. That's H. There's no number outside there. Okay, so I'm not going to know H. Now, there's no theta sign, but inside the triangle, I actually have a number. The number's 52, so I'm going to write 52 degrees. And across from that is my O. Oh, that has a 6 outside with it, so the O is 6. And then the A is my other side, and I don't have a number outside there, so I don't know the A. Now, again, you can't use Pythagorean theorem, so write the side you have, O. O, and O goes with A, and O is going to go with H. And now I'm going to write my formula on this from this sheet here. O and A, nope, not O and A, wouldn't use a sine. Not O and A, wouldn't use cosine. There's O and A, I'd use tangent. So tan, parentheses, theta, equals O over A. Okay, so get rid of your theta symbol, and we know we have 52 degrees where that's usually at, okay? And then O, well, I have a 6 for O, so I can replace O as 6, and I have nothing for A, so A is going to be X. So I underline tan 52 and just put a 1 there. To make something a fraction that's not, you just put a 1 under it. Okay, so here's my X. So I multiply this way, and I'm going to take 1 times 6, and then I'm going to divide by tan 52. Okay, so I take 1 times 6 divided by tan 52, just like that. It's got to be just like that in that order, and that's going to be 4.69. So that was the A, and the A is 4.69. So this side is 6 feet long, and the A we now know is 4.69 feet long. I'm just always going to say feet. Okay, so O and H. There's O and H. That would be sine, okay? So sine, parentheses, theta, equals O over H, okay? So I replace the theta with 52 degrees. I am going to replace O with 6, and I'm going to replace H with X because that's the unknown. And I'm underlining that, putting a 1 there, okay? So here's X, so I'll be taking 1 times 6 and dividing it by sine 52. Okay, so 1 times 6 divided by sine 52, and that is going to be 7.61. Okay, and that's your H. That's how long the hypotenuse is. The angle's really easy. Look inside now. You had 52 degrees. The square means you also have 90 degrees. You're always going to have a 90, and then you take 180 minus 52 minus 90, and that gets the third angle. So now I know how long every side needs to be. I know how many degrees every angle is, so 38. Okay, next. So what do I know about the sides? Well, I know this is my h, and it has a 25, so I need to go down there and put 25 but for h. Okay, now you're not going to see that theta symbol on this assignment, so instead I take the number inside the triangle, 25 degrees. Don't ever use that one. That's, okay, 25 degrees, and that's O. Now, do I have a number outside there with the O? No, I don't, so leave it blank. Then A, do I have a number outside there with A? No, I don't, leave it blank. Okay, so the one side I know is H, so I put H, H, and I'm going to pair the H with A and the H with O. Okay, so which one of the SOHCAHTOA formulas would I write? HA, not sine, H cosine. So cos, parentheses theta equals A over H. Okay, so I scribble out theta, okay, and I'm going to replace it with the degrees I have inside the triangle, which would be the 25. And I should have written that very large over here, 25 degrees. Okay, so A, I don't know, that will be X. H, I do know, that will be 25. So I put a 1, so I have matching ratios. And then here's my X, so I take cos 25 times 25, and then I will divide it by 1. Okay? So cos 25 times 25 divided by 1. 22.66, okay? And that's the A. Okay, now I need to find the other one, the O. Okay, which formula is that? There's O and H, sine, parentheses theta, equals the O over the H from the paper. Okay, so get rid of your theta sign because you have some degrees to put in there, 25. And then O, I don't know that, so that's X. H, I have 25. Okay, here's the X, so I take sine 25 times 25 divided by 1. Okay, 10.57, okay. Okay, now your angle, you look inside. Inside, I know I had a 25 degrees. I know the right angle is 90 degrees, and to find the third angle, I'd take 180 minus 25 minus 90, and that is 65 degrees. Okay, next one. Okay, so I got to find the sides. O, A, and H. Okay. And I need to find the angles. Okay. Angles are really easy. Okay, so what are the sides actually? So here's the thing, this here. H, that has a number outside, 27. So there's my H. Now there's not that theta symbol, so but inside, look inside. What's a number you see inside? 21. So I'm going to write 21 degrees. And that is kind of what I use for my theta, and that's O. But I don't have a number outside with O, so I don't put anything. And then A, do I have a number outside with A? I don't put anything. So the side I know is H. And we pair that with O, and we pair that with A. So H and O, that would be sine, parentheses theta equals O over H. Okay. All right, now I need to replace some things. I got to get rid of my theta sign, and I replace it with 21 degrees. My O, well, I can't replace that, so I put an X there, and the H, I have 27. So put a 1 there, and here's X, so I will multiply this way. Sine 21 times 27 divided by 1. Okay, 9.68. And that was the O that I just found. Okay, A and H. Which one would I write? Which SOHCAHTOA thing would I write? Well, A and H ain't here. A and H is here, so cosine. So cos of theta A over H. Okay, I kind of jumped the gun, put a 1 there. Okay, so the theta is replaced with 21. A, go down here, you don't know A, so that'll be X. H, you know that's 27, okay? So here's the X, so I will multiply this way. Cos 21 times 27 divided by 1. Times 27 divided by 1 is 25.21, okay? Okay, now the angles, look inside. What's the number you see inside? You saw 21 degrees. You also have 90 degrees. And I take 180 minus 21 minus 90, and that gives me 69 degrees, okay? All right, next problem. Sides, angles. Okay, so here's my right angle. That's H. I don't have a number outside with H, okay, so I'm not going to fill it in yet. Okay, now inside the triangle, I don't see the circle, but I do see a number right here, and that says 43, in case you couldn't see it. So I write a big 43 degrees here. Write that. And that is going to be my O, and that has a number outside, and that's 17. So O is 17. And then A. No number outside of it, so A, I don't know that either. Remember, the sides are all about the outside. Okay, so I've got O. And I'm going to pair that with A. And I'm going to pair it with H. Okay, so O and A. Wouldn't be sine. No, wouldn't be cosine. It'd be tangent. Okay. So tan, parentheses, theta equals O over A. Okay, so I will put replace that with the degrees I had. You always got to put a degrees in your parentheses there. And then O, go look down here. You know O is 17. A, don't know that. That's X. So I underline this and put 1. So here's my X. So I take 1 times 17 divided by tan 43. It's got to be done just like that. 1 times 17 divided by tan 43. 43, darn it. Okay, I got 18.23. So that's your A. Okay, and then H. So O and H. O and H would be sine. Parentheses theta equals O over H. So theta is like a variable. It's replaced with the degrees. O, that's replaced with 17. And H does not get replaced other than with X, okay? Underline that, put a 1. Okay, so here's my X, so I multiply this way. 1 times 17 divided by sine 43. Okay, and I got 24.93. Okay, so your angles. You know this thing inside, you had 43 degrees. That's why I write that right there, because it's pretty, that's your first answer. Okay, and then I know I got the right angle, which is 90, and then I take 180 minus 90 minus 43. $47. Okay, now for my last problem. All right, so there's H, got a 22 outside, so 22 is H. Okay, I don't see that circle, but inside the triangle I see a number, 33. Write that over here and proceed. That's your opposite, doesn't have a number with it, so don't put a number there. Then A, that doesn't have a number outside either, okay? So the only side I knew was H, so H, H, and I put H with O, and I put it with A. Okay, so H and O, what would that be? Well, there it is, sine, okay? So sine, always put parentheses theta, the circle split in half, equals O over H. Okay, so we're going to be replacing theta with the degrees, because I didn't remember where I usually have theta, I had a number inside instead, so it's like you're replacing it, okay? Then O, go down here and look. O, you don't know, that's X. H, you got 22. Okay, so we put a 1 under that, and here's X, so I'll be taking sine 33 times 22 divided by 1. Okay, 11.98, and that was the O. Okay, H and A. Nope. There's H and A, cosine. So cos, parentheses theta, equals A over H. Okay, so we need matching ratios. I'm going to put a 1 under that. Now replace the theta with the degrees again. Same degrees. Okay. A, don't know it, so that's my X. H, I know it, that's 22. So here's X. So I'll be taking cos 33 times 22, 18.45. And I'll be dividing it by 1, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't write out my sentence. So cos 33 times 22 divided by 1. Okay, 18.45. Okay, so those are okay sides. Now, for the angles, look at what you have inside the triangle. Ignore all this crap outside. I have 33 degrees. I have 90 degrees. And I take 180 minus 33 minus 90. Okay, I got 57. All right, guys, so I have to say on that day. Let me know if you have questions. Okay, this ain't as easy as the stuff you've been doing. Okay.